A very good evening and thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan'S European Outlook. It's the 5th of September and we do have, as expected, a fairly west-east upper level weather pattern over the next week to 10 days, and I really don't see much in the way of change as we go in towards the middle portion of September. So this is off the CFSV2. This is the 500 millibar height anomalies for the upcoming 7-day period, and you can see here the straight isobars west to east, generally representing a very westerly airflow, a very due west airflow, with high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, and you continue to drag in wind and weather from the Atlantic here. And even week 2, we can see here more of a trough, a more deeper pronounced area of low pressure in the means for the 8 to 14 day period. So this takes us out to the period between the 12th and the 19th of September here. So I really don't see much in the way of change, really. Nothing in terms of a heat wave to come, but generally we're going to have quite an up and down temperature regime, I think, over the next week or so, because what we're going to find is areas of low pressure moving in from the west that will allow southwesterly winds to pull in some milder subtropical maritime air. Then once the frontal system pushes through, always weakening as it pushes south over the British Isles. So you get a fairly decent amount of rain perhaps in the northwest, but by the time it reaches the southeast of England, there's very little in the way of moisture. But once that frontal system pushes through, winds generally turn to a more northwesterly direction, representing polar maritime air, so always that bit cooler behind each system. But you can see here the general west to east regime, like I say, as we skip through the sequence here over the next several days. We've got some rain moving in, particularly so to the northern and western part of the British Isles. Notice the area of low pressure always to the south, so generally speaking, kind of mid Wales and the Midlands southwards, you've got always that better weather pattern compared to further northwards. Just that wee bit cooler, wee bit windier, and also a little bit wetter as well. You can see here by the time we skip into Wednesday of next week here, we've got a little bit more pronounced rain coming in. Then of course the winds veer from southwesterly to a northwesterly behind that frontal system. We continue to skip through the sequence here. High pressure briefly pulls northwards into the British Isles for Friday, September 11th, and then we just see another system coming in from the Atlantic here. And notice here the GFS indicates by the end of next week, by the end of next weekend and into the following week, there is indications of a fairly deep pronounced area of low pressure here. This would certainly be a pretty stormy day come early Sunday of next weekend here. So this is the 13th of September here, and we've got a fairly deep packed area of low pressure with tightly packed isobars, of course, representing gale force winds and indeed heavy rainfall as well. So something to keep an eye on. A long way off, but it certainly would not surprise me if we get another couple of storms here over the next couple of weeks here, based on the weather pattern, generally speaking. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great day, and we'll be back in the next few days with more. Bye for now.